Yo, Matt Chatham here for footballbyfootball.com. Let's take a deeper look here at number one overall pick Jared Goff. 2 games now under his belt. A rough one off the start against the Miami Dolphins, but markedly improved last week against the Saints. Now he heads east to face the Patriots, and he's a guy with 2 games of game film. You don't expect him to be a seasoned vet yet, but he's got some nice plays, and he's got some tendencies, and you can also see how the offense is fashioned around his youth. Let's take a peek. You don't get selected first overall in the NFL draft as a quarterback these days without that thing they call arm talent. In this particular play, there's nothing in the coverage that says he has to go here. It's going to take a great ball to fit it in. The receiver does a nice job of winning on leverage, but it takes a laser beam to get it back down there before the safety arrives. Conventional thinking with young quarterbacks for a lot of coordinators in the NFL is that you got to pressure them, or at least some. Here's a good look of a muddled sort of situation with the D in the box. A good alert that pressure may be coming. What Goff does a nice job of knowing within his pattern after the safety read where the space is going to be. Throws away from the safety. It's really the one area where he knows if he misses, it's not going to be a big problem. A good first step for a young quarterback learning the position is knowing where his outlets are. The check downs to back, the check releases to tight ends. Goff is quick to go to these places. Understanding the personnel on your own team is obviously a good thing. Todd Gurley, an exciting young back, and you get a formation that gives you press at both corner spots and a safety in the middle of the field, knowing you're going to get some sort of option here with Gurley out in space. That's a good thing, and he goes to that read very quickly. Press, safety, middle of field. I'm going to go to the off-the-ball player and let him work in space. Goff does have a bit of a tendency to fall in love with the back a little too often and go there too quickly at times where here you see a player sitting down in the zone. If he just lets the pattern develop, he's got a much easier play to advance. Goes to the back too quickly, nothing gained. One thing Goff does a pretty consistently good job of is choosing the off coverage and making him the target. Gets press at both top and bottom, and the off coverage is in the slot. There's a high likelihood he's going to go to them. He likes to find the guy that's got the pad. That's a good young building block tendency to have, and he goes to it quite often. In much the same vein, here at the bottom of your screen, you'll see 2 eligible wide receivers and 2 potential defenders. One off, one on. What that means, let them sort post-snap, and the guy that's got the off coverage is probably getting the ball. Goff does a good job of taking the easy yards. Much the same here, tight end at the bottom of the screen, not getting a good jam from the linebacker, and the safety is the responsible party off the ball. In other words, space. He's going to sit down in that zone, and Goff's going to give him his attention. The problems Goff has had is when it's not just an easy on-off thing. Here, 3 defenders on the bottom half against 1 eligible at the top. Just 2 man-to-man. The top would be the easier choice. Unlikely to complete a pass into all that, and as you'd expect, incompletion. This example here will show 2 inside defenders with leverage on his 2 eligible receivers. He has an outside route concept. 2 double outs here coming in just a second. He chooses the inside where it can be bracketed. Goes the outside, there's no help. He throws right to where the defense would like him to, despite the nearby better option. Important for any defense to understand against Goff, they love these man beaters. You get the fence look at the top where everyone's up tight. They're going to go to the little cross game. Why? Because it's an easy read for the quarterback. Why the quick read stuff in the passing game? Well, because the offensive line has struggled to pick up some gaming. Here they do a little twist on the outside. The guard's doing a weird 360 and the ball is on the ground. Keep those passing concepts simple. Get the ball out of Goff's hands. Big key here for the Patriots is to not get caught in some of these too high safety looks where you have a definitive run side. They're a bunch at the top. The down safety, had that been the call, he would have been picked up in the blocking scheme. Instead, he's late and it ends up a big run. Nothing helps Jared Goff more than this running game, and it's been up and down with Todd Gurley, but stopping that initially and taking away some of the tendencies he had will go a long way towards getting a victory against this young dude. Guy's got a lot of upside, a lot of positive things he's done so far, but he's an unfinished product. Plenty there to take advantage of as this talented young rookie continues to improve.